everybody. David Paul with you here. We are live in the KHOU studio. We're going to give you a live extended weather update. Everything going on weather now, this evening, going into the weekend with rain chances building. We've also got some business to do with you on forecast updates for the upcoming hurricane season. We retired a couple of hurricane names this week. It's been an incredibly busy week of weather. Let's go. Wind advisory going to be in effect again on Friday. We've had wind advisories Wednesday and Thursday with gusts of 35 and 40. We're going to do this again on Friday. Great day to fly a kite, but if you're driving east and west on I-10, give those 18-wheelers a little bit of extra space that can be buffeted around in that wind. Cold front with storms on Saturday. In fact, this may bring a severe weather threat Saturday. Weather impact alert has been issued for Saturday. Great time to download the app, turn on notifications on Saturday, so no matter where you are out and about on Saturday, if severe weather is happening near you, you can get updated immediately. And if we go live for a tornado warning, you can watch us right there on the app. Much cooler next week. Temps lows in the 40s going into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday morning. It's going to be a taste of winter again for a couple of days, especially in the morning, so the sweaters will get a little bit of use. Now, this week, the World Meteorological Organization did decide to retire 3 of last year's hurricane names. You'll remember Beryl, that's the one that hit us. That's not why they retired it. It hit us as a Cat 1. This was in July. The reason they're retiring it is because Beryl was the earliest Cat 5 ever recorded in the Atlantic Basin. So Beryl's retired because of that and the incredible damage that it did to Curacao and some of the Caribbean islands as it moved through the Caribbean. Helene, now this was the hurricane that made landfall in the Florida Peninsula, then stalled and flooded so terribly North Carolina and the mountainous region there. So Helene has been retired. And then Milton, this was a Cat 5 hurricane in the southern Gulf, headed toward Florida, but at one point winds went to 180 miles an hour sustained, and that it did a tremendous amount of damage and surge damage on the Gulf Coast of Florida. So Milton has also been retired. That means you won't see those names come up again on any hurricane list moving forward. Now, from Colorado State University, this is out today, Thursday. They've come out with their initial forecast for the hurricane season as far as activity, and they're forecasting 17 named storms this coming season with 9 hurricanes and then 4 major hurricanes. So how does that compare to last year? It's actually very close. 17 is what they're forecasting for this year. We had 18 in 2024, including Beryl, the one that hit us. 11 hurricanes last year, 5 majors. They're forecasting 9 as 4 and 4 as far as hurricane and majors. So that's the initial forecast from CSU. This would be a slightly above average season. Of course, we don't know where they're going to form or where they're going to go and hit. That's what we have to watch day by day when hurricane season begins. And again, hurricane season begins on June 1st. There are preps you can do right now for your family, for yourself, to make sure that when the next big one threatens us, you don't have to panic and get out and try to get your preparations done while everybody else is out panicking if a big hurricane comes our way. KHOU.com, go to the hurricane section. We've got lots of videos there and articles on how to be prepared early for the season so you can just quietly take care of business instead of having to get out in the panic if we do get a big storm coming this coming season. All right, next 3 days. So tomorrow, 87, another warm day. Saturday's a weather impact alert day, 80% chance for rain and thunderstorms, both in the 80s, warm and breezy and very humid. And then Sunday, everything changes. Big Texas turnaround. High temps only in the 60s. We'll have lows Sunday morning in the 40s. We're really going to change things around here. Oh, and the Cougars playing in the Final Four. They're in San Antonio. We've got a watch party that's free. You can come down and join us at the GRB. However, there is a 60% chance for rain Saturday evening as the Cougs take on the Duke Blue Devils in the first round of the Final Four. So if that goes, 60% rain chance, also turning colder with a north wind at 10 to 20. Cross our fingers that that rain chance goes down. Rain chances at 80% on Saturday. And with the severe weather threat, we've made that a weather impact alert day on Saturday. Again, a great time to download the app. So you turn on the app, turn on notifications on Saturday so that when the warnings come, ding, you get notified right there wherever you are so you know what's happening. And if we do have a tornado warning and we go live on the air to track it moment to moment, you can watch it right there on the app on your phone. Downpours and storms off and on during the day and evening on Saturday. damaging straight line winds and large hail. I think those are the biggest threats on Saturday. An isolated tornado is on the lower end of the threat list, but it can't be ruled out. So we're watching for all levels of severe threats on Saturday. Right now, it's been cloudy, gloomy, but not a bad day across southeast Texas. Galveston 77 right now, Bush 83, Sugar Land at 81 on this Thursday evening. It's going to be a very warm, muggy, summer-like evening and breezy as well. Wind advisory has been allowed to cancel at 5 o'clock this evening. It will go back into effect 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. But even this evening, we're getting a south breeze gusting 26 at Bush, 24 at Hobby, gusting near 30 in Sugar Land. That's just here nearing the past hour here at 6:30, 6:45. Wind advisory for tomorrow goes into effect at 7 a.m., lasts through 5 p.m. May see winds gust on Friday up to 35 miles an hour. We're getting used to this, right? This will be the third day in a row with a wind advisory across the area. These are forecast wind gusts for tomorrow. By 3 in the afternoon, gusting to 40 in College Station. It's going to be breezy up there at A&M. Sugar Land gusting south at 33, Hobby south at 33, Galveston south at about 30. Bolivar and Liberty both see gusts forecast to go to 36. So another windy day coming up on Friday for sure. Now, during the day and evening, we've had lots of clouds. Haven't seen much in the way of rain. Had a couple of showers earlier in the afternoon near Conroe on the lake, but that fizzled out quickly. Lots of activity across the Midwest, the upper Midwest, getting into the southern Great Lakes, the upper Mississippi Valley, rain and thunder, and all of these green polygons are all flood watches. The red polygons in white are flash flood warnings. That is an active tornado warning right there south of Nashville, thunderstorm warning for Nashville, Tennessee. So they're really getting hit hard. Typical spring-like weather across the middle of the country. Memphis, Tennessee, active thunderstorm warning. Just northeast of Hope, Arkansas, a large thunderstorm warning there and a flood warning there as well. Shifting to the west, this is our rainmaker. This is the storm system sitting in the Rockies now that rolls across Texas Friday and then into Houston on Saturday with this cold front that's going to lift the atmosphere and give us this chance for rain and thunderstorms. Upper level low comes in, surface low forms, and a surface front comes in. That's the big picture as the front sweeps a line of rain and thunder in here. And then it kind of slows down in the afternoon and evening, so this rain may linger for a while. That's what it looks like at 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. We'll take a much closer look at that here in just a moment. The severe risks. Now, they're much higher the further east you go. Louisiana, southern Mississippi Valley may have quite a severe weather day on Saturday. We're on the edge of that, but we are in a level 2 on a 5-tiered scale for severe weather threat from the Storm Prediction Center for all of Houston and southeast Texas. And Livingston, Polk County edges into that 3 out of 5 for a severe weather threat. I think if we're going to see the bad storms, they'll be to the north and east of the immediate Houston area. And what you're looking at here is the hail threat. So when you see the hatched areas here in our northeast county, so from Mont Belvieu, Chambers County to Liberty, Conroe, Cut and Shoot east to Livingston up to Huntsville, this is where we may see storms that could produce larger hailstones up to like a golf ball size or maybe even larger, depending on if we can get a really strong storm going. And then it gets much more likely east of Livingston into the Piney Woods into Louisiana. So that's our hail threat. It's definitely there, but even storms that pops in Houston to Angleton, El Campo, Columbus could be borderline or severe. You're in a 2 out of 5 threat, so we're watching carefully. Here's how this plays out. Friday, a couple of little scattered showers northwest near Bryan in the morning are possible, but overall Friday what we'll get is a cloudy day and a breezy day. Now in the afternoon on Friday we may see some isolated strong storms, Huntsville to Madisonville up to Bryan and Franklin and further north up toward Lufkin. So there is an isolated storm threat possible up here. Keep that in mind. For Houston, I think we just get mostly cloudy, breezy, windy conditions. We go through Friday night into the wee hours of Saturday morning. That's 4:30. There's the line of thunderstorms with the actual cold front. So the I-35 corridor gets wet and stormy going into Saturday morning. By Saturday sunrise, storms are getting into our area, and then they just kind of stay. Widespread scattered showers and thunder showers by noon. Still widespread scattered showers going into 4 o'clock. See how it all kind of slows down? Still hanging over us by 7 p.m. Saturday. And then watch as another piece of energy rounds the bend and then comes up the coast, bringing more rain and a chance for a thunderstorm as we go into 11 o'clock Saturday night. So it stays wet going into Saturday evening, Saturday night. This does clear overnight Saturday night. And by Sunday morning, it's cloudy, much more cooler. It's chilly, it's cold, but the rain comes to an end on Sunday morning. Let's look at these temperatures. Sunday morning at 9 a.m., 40s and low 50s with a northwest wind. Chilly. This is a winter-like temperatures by Houston standards. So it's going to be back to chilly weather and sweater weather Sunday morning. And again, we only get highs in the 60s on Sunday. Monday, same thing, 40s and low 50s in the morning on Monday. A sweater and jacket at the bus stop and an extra cup of coffee on Monday morning. I love these last little fall days because we know it's coming, long, hot summer. Here's Friday's numbers. 75 in the morning, 87 in the afternoon on Friday. That chance for rain is northern counties, but it's something we'll be paying attention to. And then the extended forecast. Well, there's your weather impact alert day on Saturday with all the severe weather threats, possibilities in play. Rains most of the day through the evening. And then look at these temps. Much cooler. Lows in the 40s and 50s. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Lows in the 50s still Thursday of next week. We don't get back to the low 80s until next Thursday. That is a stretch of some of the most beautiful April weather you will ever get in Houston. So we are going to enjoy it. Again, download the app, turn on notes for the weather impact alert on Saturday, and that's where we stand.